I think that as long as you keep the process simple and fairly high level and not a lot of paperwork, it can suit even the smallest entrepreneurial firm. I've seen companies as small as 2 people use a stage gate process. Now their stage gate process is very, very different than the one that Exxon might use or the one that DuPont might use, obviously. It tends to be more conceptual, more of a flow diagram. These are the stages, these are the gates, here are the questions we ask, here are the activities we do. Very, very simple, not a lot of paperwork. But it's just a guide, a roadmap, so that the handful of people in this small company can go from point A to point B. Very interestingly, right now, Michel, I'm working in Canada, in both French Canada and English Canada, with 2 groups of small businesses. And these are hand-picked businesses, hand-picked from a government program. They receive research grants. And there's 12 companies in Ontario and 12 in the Toronto area and 12 in the Montreal area. And they wanted me to give these guys a seminar on best practices and how to win the game. And I said, by the way, I know they're all small companies. I won't talk about process because small companies hate process. So I promise I won't talk about it. Well, during one of the coffee breaks, somebody was saying, I hear you, when a former employer, we use StageGate, I hear, So I talked a little bit about it. They all put up their hands. They wanted to hear more. And so we actually developed with the user group, developed an incredibly simple, it's just based on PowerPoint, version of StageGate for the small, the SME, the small medium enterprise. And they love it. But it's very, very simple, very high level, and not a lot of paperwork. So it can be used.
And there is value for SMEs even with a simplified process.
Absolutely. Yeah. And they found it very, very helpful to just sort of structure the process a little bit, put some labels on where they were. It's like a roadmap. Where are we today? So it sort of helps them sort of think through where they're going. Another thing, several, because we've had feedback from them as they've used it, it makes sure that you don't miss obvious things. It's a more inclusive kind of process. It includes things we might not have otherwise done. And this is good because we were missing things. So they've been saying pretty positive things, even small businesses. Cool. But it's got to be kept simple.